You're rising on life in the Philippines, love change nation with BobbieD and one nation under, true one love.
Hello, my friends. This is BobbieD coming to you live from the Long Barnstable, Philippines. I'm having an awesome time in the Philippines today. Hope you are as well. Where you're from. Hey, today I want to talk to you about life in the Philippines relationship tips. 3 requirements for a good relationship. Wait, life in the Philippines relationship tips. We got 3 requirements of a good relationship in the Philippines. Yeah. Ooh, what a joy, such a joy this cup that you give my friends. And I do want to say, those of you here for the first time, if you would please, click on the subscribe button and the bell notification icon so you can continue receiving fresh, new Philippine videos, motivational videos, and worldwide videos. Now, when you talk about relationship, ladies and gentlemen, you understand it is very, very important that we have a good one, okay? Because when you have a bad relationship with your lady, or with your man, or with your job, or with your children, with your church, with your community, hey, it's not going to be good for you. I'm telling you, man, you got life is about relationships, man. Everything is interconnected, okay? Everything is related and interrelated. So the basis of our community, the basis of society is based on what? Relationships. Everything comes forth from the nuclear family, and the nuclear family develops relationships, and those relationships, whatever you receive in that nuclear family, you transfer it and transpose those relationships to outside forces. Okay? So relationship, baby. That's why I'm so hot on this subject. That's why I'm so bent on giving you information about relationships, because a lot of us mess it up. We do. A lot of us don't have the clue. Famous foggiest clue about starting a relationship, maintaining a relationship, developing a relationship, ending a relationship. We don't have a clue. And we know how we do our relationship. We just wing it. Whatever happened, happened. She didn't want me. So we take care of our cars and automobiles better than we do our relationships. Huh? You know why? Because many of us, truth be told, have a relationship with our vehicles. Mm-hmm. Yeah, I love my car, and you want to go to sleep with your car. I'm telling you, man, you put your automobile in your game before any kind of human relationship. And that's priorities are out of whack, man. So that's why I'm on relationship. I'm bringing you back to circle 1. Building blocks of a relationship is knowing what you hope to do, knowing what you want out of it, knowing what it takes to maintain it, knowing how to strengthen it, and revitalize it. Okay? That's what it's about. That's what life is about. That's what living is about. It ain't about no car, man. I know you like your car, but you need to stop putting that car in front of your relationship. I know you like your game. Yeah, I got gamers out there. I know it, man. But guess what? Put the game down when it comes to a real person. See, because what happens is you play the game so much, the game becomes more important than human life. The game becomes more important than humanity, okay? That relationship. And then you become an outcast. Because nobody want to deal with I ain't going to say that. Nobody want to deal with somebody that foolishly involved with the game versus being foolishly involved with an awesome, outstanding person in the partner and having a good, awesome relationship. I got me a good relationship with the Lord. That's first for me. Mm-hmm. That's man, I'm gonna put the good Lord. Yeah, like that, man. We like that. Talk to him every day. I walk with him every day. Hey, tells me that I'm his own. You know what I'm saying? That's what I mean. Relationship, baby. And I got me a good relationship with a lady. My wife, man. Lisa, Tuba Queen Dix. You know that lady? Hey, I'm here to help you, man. Life is about developing, strengthening, continuing, enduring relationships. It's only the people that you surround yourself that will help you in times of a crisis. Real friends how do you develop real friends? How do you develop real friends? Through relationships, man. Don't play with me. I'll tell you like it is. Some people just play with you and say, "Oh yeah, you do this." That's why I get on your last nerve sometimes. You can't stand me because I tell you the truth and nothing but the truth. I get hurt sometimes, doesn't it? I know. When people tell me stuff I don't like, it hurts me too. But you know what? I know that there's a good hurt. If there's such a thing as a good hurt, it's a good hurt because I need that medicine. Yeah. Mm-hmm. Jesus is my medicine. Jesus give me my medicine. Remember that song? Jesus is my doctor, and he gives me all my medicine. Yeah, Jesus is my medicine, but sometimes my friends can be my medicine too. They can give it to me. If they're my real friend, I'll take it like a champ because I know they mean well for me. They want to see the best for me, okay? Not the rest for me. They want the best for me. So I receive it the way they give it to me. It hurts, especially these D break me down. Y'all seen that Lisa D talk to me? She don't play. She'll tell me straight up. You ain't right. Or whatever, yo. And I said, what you I be trying to laugh, play it down, but she bring it right back up again, But I need that in my life. Real people, real talk, real friends, real relationship. That's what strengthens you, okay? You don't need no phony people trying to fake like you're all right when you're not all right. If I'm not all right, tell me. Don't let me go out there and make a fool of myself. Tell me the truth. Play with me. All I want is the truth. I don't want no games. If I'm acting a fool, tell me, Lisa D. Don't say it right now, please. All right, let's go. So yesterday we talked about, we had an awesome show yesterday. Not yesterday, day before yesterday. I did it last year yesterday. But the day before yesterday, we had an awesome show, man. Tell me what we talked about. If you didn't see that video, live broadcast the day before yesterday, you need to see it, okay? Because I'm telling you, man, I had an awesome topic. We talked about this right here. Racist undercover. Mm-hmm. Yeah. You get some people out there that you hooked up with and you ain't nothing but racist. Mm-hmm. But you don't know it. You know why? They're like sheep, wolves, and sheep float. They hide it, man. And then they try to slide it, They hide it and then they try to slide it over you. Slide it over your eyes, cover your eyes and then slide it over you. Like you don't know what they're doing. You don't know what they're saying. They use these crazy words like, it's the pigmentation of the skin that I don't like. You don't like black people. Come on, man, don't play with me. Why playing with me? I don't like people playing games with me. Tell me, be honest with me. If you're a racist self, tell me you're racist. I can deal with you better when you be trying to hide on something else and you really something else. Tell me straight up. Okay? I respect you better. Okay? Is there anything such thing as respect for a racist? Yeah, I respect everybody. I may not respect your opinion or what you believe in, but I respect you as a human being, a member of the human species. Okay? All right. So, we talked about racism, man. And I showed you, I broke it down to you right tight, long and strong. I gave you 5 things when you're dealing with a racist, especially if you're a lady, man, especially your man, women. You think that a man cannot be a racist and a black man can be a racist and hook up with a white woman and tell her she just a white trash or kind of stuff? No, you can't. They can't. Some people do that right now. Some black men say, look, and you got a white woman or whatever, you just white trash. And then a woman is vice versa. The white person say the black saying the N word and all that. It happens, man. What happens is we try to ignore it. That's a taboo subject. You don't want to talk about that, but it happens, man. And people don't want to look at it, but I took a great look at it yesterday. I brought some stuff to you that you didn't even think about. In your mind, because you're a rational thinking human being, that don't work. How in the world can somebody be racist and they hook up with African American, they're Caucasian, and they're racist? How does that work? It works every day. Because of there's a 4-letter word called love, Love to the E. Love is blind, colorblind, and people do things because of love. I don't know, tell me what, tell me like it. All right, I'll give you 5 things, man. Check it out, okay? You'll be lifted up, you'll be more golden in the word about lovers, about relationship. You'll be more able to deal with that situation if perchance it comes upon you in your relationships as you go through your life experiences and journeys. Uh, and you'll be very well versed on what to say, how to react. I gave you an awesome structure yesterday, okay, or not yesterday, but the day before. Okay, so use it. Even if you don't use it, you will lose it. Okay, you know me, man. I'm very controlled about what I say, what I do, especially when it comes to race issues, because I used to be uncontrollable. Somebody said something to me about race or N word or whatever, I want to go off. I don't do that no more. You know why? The Lord. Nothing but the Lord unchained me. He put a hold on me. He's still working on me, man. I'm telling you. I got some rough edges trying to cut off. He's trying to shave some of that rough edges off me. Because I will go back to the back of the day when I was back in the day on you if you hit me to that. But I'm more control now. And every day I'm getting better and better. So I advise you, don't let nobody get you crazy because they said the N word or whatever, some kind of racial slur. You know, don't do that. Use your head and your heart and your mind and your spirit and take them out with those elements. Not with your hands, not with no 45. You don't need that in your life, okay? That's the barbarian's way. We do it the smart way now. Okay, you with me? Listen to me. All right, let's go. Thumbnail for the day, thumbnail for the day, thumbnail for the day. Let's go. The man right there, man lay right there, Philippine man. Hey, strong bond, baby. Strong bond. Mm-hmm. They got a strong bond because they have the three elements that are necessary for a good relationship. Okay. There's a lot of elements in relationships. We covered types of relationship in an area. I think we did about a 4 or 5 part series. That was an awesome series. You missed that series. Go to the Life in the Philippines, BobbieD DC Life in the Philippines, and look at the playlist called Life in the Philippines Relationship Tips. Okay, you're going to get that series. You will be elevated in your mind, in your spirit about relationship. I mean, I know a lot of people have relationship trouble, and they think it's like overwhelming them because they don't have the knowledge. That's all it is. Just take a little bit of knowledge, and then when you get the knowledge about your relationship, how to deal with it, you have to practice it. You have to carry it out. Okay? Knowledge without use is nothing, man. It's useless. It's worthless. You know what I'm saying? You gotta use what you know, or you will lose what you know. Okay? Understand? Work it, baby. Work it. Don't twerk it. Any relationship, any action you do, is about taking action. Not sitting back and say, I know what that's supposed to be. I ain't gonna tell them. That's a use. That's a waste. You know you got the knowledge. You see now, look at that bug. Okay. Oh Lord. And then you call yourself their friend. Come on, man. Anytime you get some knowledge in your life that you were better off than you were the day before, use it. Not only just for your benefit, but for others. We were all born in this world to help somebody. Lift somebody up. So they go higher than you would. Okay? That's what it's about. Life is about giving, relating, teaching, helping, okay? And blessing each other with the blessings we have that we can give to help somebody. That's what it's about. And that's what I'm about. Okay? And if you ain't about that, man, it's okay. You know, keep on living. Like my mama told me, keep on living. And maybe one day you will see the other side. And then you'll learn to stop being a mean old guy and a nice, loving, caring, sharing guy like me. All right, man. I don't know why I say that, but let's go. So I'm not gonna do it one more time. That's it, man. Strong. You want a strong bond. You know? I don't want no relationship that's weak, that's water. You know? I don't want to be in a relationship with a lady that don't really love me. She's going through the motions. Nothing's real. You know? I want something that's real that I can feel. That I can feel in my heart, in my mind, in my soul, in my spirit. I want that. That's real to me. I don't want no superficial stuff. Somebody, wolf and sheep. I don't want that. And so what do you do to get the strong bond? What do you do to get the strong relationship? You got to practice some things. I'm going to show you. I can show you better than I can show you. Let's go, baby. Let's go. All right, I got 3 things for you. You're going to be out. Right. Watch it. Number 1, man. Huh? No hocus pocus. Just focus. Yes, focus. Intimacy. Mhm. Yeah, you need intimacy, man. Yeah, every relationship, every good relationship, solid relationship needs intimacy. What you mean by that? I don't know what you mean. You mean we got to bang every day? We got to do that? You mean that? Come on, come on, man. Lift up. Can you lift up your mind, some please, just a little bit? Lift it up out of the. I ain't gonna say it, but lift it up. When intimacy can mean a sexual relationship, yeah. But more importantly, it's a little bit more complex than that. It means a closeness, a bond, a very, very strong bond. Okay? Like that, man. You like that, right? That's the kind of intimacy we're talking about today. The intimacy of knowing someone uh, uh, in depth, knowing the basis of their essence, having them know the basis of your essence. They know what you're going to say before you even try to say the word. They already, okay, I know you. Huh? Intimacy. They make you feel comfortable. Every time your energy is in their presence, they relax because they're intimately close to you in a relationship and they feel your power. They feel your presence based on the energy that you generate in your what? Relationship. The positive energy. Because you know we can generate negative or positive energy. It is my role in our relationship with me at least that I always come with some positive energy when I come to the table when we relate. Because I know when we're positive, we can move forward in a positive direction and move up. When we're negative, I tear her down, she tear me down, and nobody goes forward. Okay? Very good tip. Remember that. Bring some positive energy whenever you relate to your lady. Whenever you relate to your man, come with some positive energy. Because one thing people don't like is, John, I don't feel so good. John, I need $500. Yeah, and John, nobody want to hear all that. Man. We all got issues, but don't bear it out on the table. You know, and it's appropriate time for that. When you meet your lady, when you meet your man, say, hey, come with some positive energy, positive attitude. Infuse that in them. Let them see you got some life in you. When you have no life in you, you got death because there's only two things involved in life, death and life. So which one you choose? You bring some death to your relationship or you want to bring life to it? Come with a smile in your face. I know you might have had a bad day, but hey, you talking to your man now, right now? Huh? You talking to your woman now, right now, man, right? So shake off that dead side of you and have a positive energy when you relate to your lady, when you relate to your man, and that brings you what? Closer. Mhm. Yeah, closer than close. I always try to bring a positive side to our relationship when we talk. And that helps me communicate better to her because I always look, whatever negative situation comes up, I always throw a look at the positive side. I always say this, everything happens for what? A reason and a season. When I say that, that lets me know that I want to find the why it happened, the better our relationship. And I talk about that side. Because the bad side, you can't do nothing about that. It's already gone. It's already went down. It happened, right? You can't change it. You can't rearrange it. So why waste your time talking about the dead side of the issue? Talk about the positive side of the issue that will bring a life to your relationship and that will bring you more what? Intimate, more closer than close. Okay? Strong bond, baby. That's what you need in this life, whether you're dealing with your employer, whether you're dealing with your children, whether you're dealing with your siblings, whether you're dealing with your relationships in the church and community. Strong bonds. And that's the problem. We don't know how to develop strong bonds because many of us are so selfish. All we want is what I can get for me to help me, mine, I. That's all we know. And relationships about helping other people other than yourself. If you're a selfish individual, I guarantee you ain't got a whole lot of friends right now. You almost by yourself. Well, I don't want to give them nothing. Yeah, but you selfish. You cannot have an enduring, intimate, close, long, sustaining, loving, caring, sharing relationship when you are wrapped up in your little self. Because you have no room for nobody else. And that rhyme. Did I rhyme it? Yeah, it did. I didn't even try. That rhyme. When you are unselfish is when you're opening yourself up to an intimacy. Was when you're opening yourself up to a closer than close bond. Hmm? The more unselfish you get, the stronger your bond becomes. Are you with me so far, GP? Huh? You guys people, right? G, let's go. Yeah, gotta be intimate, baby. Hmm? I don't want no woman to come to me and we ain't intimate. I don't know you like that. We can go to bed. Listen, lady, I don't know you like that. I'm not that kind of person. You better go somewhere. I don't play that. I don't even know you. I want intimacy. I want to know you before I put you on the bed. All that crazy. Don't come to me with that. I want to know you for you. And I expect you to know me for me. That means we got to be intimate. We have to understand what's going on in my mind. I want you to know what's in my mind. I want to know what's in your mind. I want to know where you came from. I want to know how you was raised. I want to know your background. And then I'm going to let you know mine. We exchange information. We exchange experiences. And we become intimately acquainted with each other. It bonds us. It builds us up. It lifts us up. It encourages us to go further in our relationship. Okay? Intimacy never stops, gentlemen, ladies and gentlemen. Intimacy goes on to in infinity. Mm-hmm. You know the car they used to call it. They got a car called infinity. It's always going on. That's the way your relationship is. Infinity. You're always working on your relationship, and you're always getting intimate in your relationship. It's not just one side of intimacy. Spiritual intimacy. Hmm? Mental intimacy, emotional intimacy, sexual intimacy, all various dimensions that will bring you together like that, like that. And nobody can break that bond, baby. Nobody can break that intimacy except for you, because you quit working. You lost the love and feeling. Hmm? You lost that love and feeling. Oh, that love and feeling. You lost that love and feeling. Now it's gone, gone, gone. Ooh, ooh. Yeah, it's the only way you can lose that. That when you lose, when you give up, when you stop. Okay? So it's important. You want a good relationship with your lady man, huh? Ladies, you want a good relationship with your man? Develop intimacy. I ain't talking about no slam bam, thank you, man. That ain't nothing. That's only one single small iota. Intimacy. When you know the deeper beings, the deeper parts of that person's being. I know a lot of y'all don't know what I'm talking about. You never had an intimate relationship except for some sex. That ain't nothing. That's just the beginning. That opens the door to a whole lot of, got to go deeper. Stop dealing with superficial and surface relationship. It will never take you nowhere in this life. Hmm? It's useless. It's wasting your time. You know, when I meet you as a person, and I decide like this kind of person, you the kind of person, you got the same type of mentality, you got the like-mindedness, then you're my friend. I want to be intimate with you. Okay? I ain't talking about no sex stuff. I'm talking about to know you. Okay? To know more about you so I can help develop you. And you can help develop me in our lives as we grow and we prosper in this world. Okay? You understand what I'm saying when I say intimacy? I want to make sure you got that point. Because a lot of people don't understand it. And that's why a lot of people are jacked up right now in their relationship. They don't have the first clue what intimacy actually really means. They have the worldview of intimacy. That's lamb, bam, thank you, ma'am. Hmm? Yeah, that's all I know. But I'm here to give you another viewpoint. I'm here to give you another perspective. And I would advise you to consider my perspective because it's working well for me. And if it worked well for me, I think it will work well for you too if you try it. You know? And you apply it in your life. Ladies and gentlemen of the jury, do I rest my case? Nah. Let's go. Yeah, but you gotta be intimate, man. It's one of the major tenets, the major sentiments in a strong, lasting, enduring, caring, sharing, loving relationship. Okay, I know Lisa G. Like how I know her. Okay, I know her. I'm very, very intimate with her. You know, that's why I love her so much. I know her, and she knows me too. Our intimacy level of intimacy is high, and we're trying to take it higher, higher and higher and higher, as high as it can go, because we know that intimacy allows us to grow, and that rhymed. Oh, y'all better listen to me. I'm gonna help you if you want me to help you. But if you don't want me to help you, I can't help you. I'm trying to help you. Hmm? Listen to me. Let's go. So intimacy is very, very important. Okay. Not only should you have intimacy, ladies and gentlemen, but it's important that you have what? Commitment. Hmm? Yeah, that's what I know. And I told you, it's a dirty word for a lot of you folks. Commitment, baby. I don't want to commit, baby. I just want to be whatever I'm going to. We go to the movie, we do the wild thing. So I want to. Yeah. That's why y'all messed up right now. Anybody look at you and say, hey, he ain't right. You don't want to commit to nothing. When you commit to something, you become more disciplined about your action, your behavior. You become more structured because you have made a what? Commitment. Man, people respect you better when you are committed to something. I am committed to you. Yeah. Everybody looking at me right now? Hey, you black man, you brown man, you Caucasian lady, I'm committed to you, to help you, to teach you, to reach you about the things in life, things about the Philippines, things in the world. Everything I do is about you and that rhyme. Because I want you to see you get the best in your life, not the rest in your life. I don't want nobody's leftovers. I don't want nobody's crumbs from the table. I'm not a crumb snatcher. I want the best. And I want you to have the best. And you are able to do it. If you want it, how bad do you want it, my brothers and my sisters? Hmm? Do you want to be a crumb snatcher in life? And never commit to nothing? That's what crumb snatchers are. They go from table to table. Snatch your crumbs. They ain't commit to nothing. They don't want to get their own food. They don't want to get their own plate. They just go table to table. Crumb snatchers. You want a crumb snatcher relationship? Hmm? Or you want a strong, solid, positive, working, loving, sharing, caring, giving, living, and forgiving relationship, man? It requires intimacy. Not only does it require intimacy, it requires commitment. You gotta commit, man. What do you mean commit, Bobby? I don't know what you mean. Yeah, you gotta dedicate yourself to your relationship to this person and say, look here, you hell, high water, we're gonna be together, baby girl. I ain't gonna leave you. I ain't gonna leave you. I'm not giving up on you. I'm not giving up on you. Don't you give up on me. We got this thing. Commitment. Some of you think you commitment. Well, we all right. We've been together 6 months, you know. And y'all commit there. As soon as you say something you don't like, you kick out the door. Get out. That's your commitment. That's why you ain't got nothing right now and you ain't going nowhere fast. You don't know how to develop a committed mindset, a committed mentality, a disciplined mindset that will allow you to grow in terms of intimacy and in terms of your relationship. You must be committed. Yeah, to one person. You see, BobbieD, I got me one on the side. I got a side chick. I'm committed to her too. You know what I'm saying? I got a guy on the side, BobbieD. I'm committed to him, and I like him, and I like him. We will get nowhere with that. But it's a whole bunch of trouble. You have to be committed to one individual if you're in a relationship. Now, if you're in a loving, caring, growing, positive relationship, but if you want to be in a nasty, stinking relationship, go on get you 4 or 5. And then next thing you know, people be wondering, is she still alive? Because you're going to be messed up with some stuff. And you know what I'm talking about. Dealing with 4 or 5 women, dealing with 4 or 5 men. Come on, man. Let's get real. How can you ever commit to anybody when you're dealing with 4? You have to have intimacy. You have to have commitment in your life. Dedication to the one. Remember that song? This is dedicated to the one I love. You don't hear that nowadays. Because we want to be dedicated to the 15 I love. Crazy stuff, man. Crazy stuff, man. But I'm showing you the right way, the tight way, the long way, and the strong way. Which one you want to choose? The weak stuff on the sideline or the strong stuff, Pete? The winners in life taking this. Huh? I'm a winner, baby. And I'm trying to teach you how to be a winner in your life with relationships. Do you want to win or you want to lose? Huh? I know I heard you right the first time. You want to win. That's why you came to listen to BobbieD today. You want to win. You're tired of losing, aren't you? Huh? Yeah, I know. You're tired of losing, man. I was just like you. I had bad relations, one and another. Tired of this stuff, man. Well, and then I figured it out. You gotta commit. You gotta have intimacy. It means discipline, dedication, love, time, spending time, quality, all that contributes to a positive, loving, caring, sharing, uplifting relationship. Life is about relationships, baby. I don't care how much money you got. I don't give a flip about your money, man. I don't give a flip about that. If you don't care for nobody else, you ain't about nothing. Okay? If you can't help somebody, you ain't about nothing in my book. I don't care how much money you got. You got to help somebody, and that means you have to have a what? Caring, loving, sharing, giving relationship. Oh man, I got. Oh Lord, let's get through this. Let me get through this. I'm getting fired up. Now, so you got to have the intimacy, okay? Intimacy, and then you got the commitment, baby. Yeah, strong commitment. Yeah, no weak, no weak, watered down stuff. Commitment. I mean, to death do you part. If you're in a loving, caring, married or living relationship or boyfriend, girl, death do you part. That's what I'm in. I'm in this to win this. I'm in it to win it. I'm in my relationship with Lisa D to win it and to be in it to the end. She get mad at me. She can kick me off. She can kick me. I'm coming right back because I'm dedicated to the one I love. I'm committed to the one I love. I'm mostly intimate with her. Nobody else except the Most High God. That's what I'm about. And when you know what you're about, nobody can derail you from nothing. But you'll never know what you're about when you never have an intimate relationship. You'll never know what you're about when you don't commit to one individual. Intimacy. Commitment. Then communication. Those are the hallmarks of a good relationship. There's a lot of stuff on other things as well. But those 3 things, ladies and gentlemen, are the hallmarks of a good relationship. If you have weak intimacy, you're going to have a weak relationship. If you have weak commitment, weak relationship. Weak communication, probably no relationship. Because then when you have a weak communication, you just like to talk to a dog or a cat. They don't hear you. You say, good morning. They ain't saying nothing. Because they don't hear you. Weak communication, good morning. They might say, but most times, bad communication, man. And they say, can we sit down and talk? I got to go. I ain't got time to talk to you. You ever heard somebody say that to you? I don't have time to talk to you. I got to go. And you have something on your heart. You have something bothering you. You need somebody to talk to. But you know why she's doing that to you? Or he's doing that to you, ladies and gentlemen? Because you're not developing intimacy. You never got to a point where you're that intimate, close intimacy. And then you never committed to them. They know you got 4 or 5 others on the side. Why they want to sit down and talk with you? You have no intimacy. You have no commitment. So you have no communication. They all go hand in hand. They're the pillars. They're the hallmarks of a strong. I ain't talking about a weak. I ain't talking about strong. Loving, caring, sharing, giving relationship. I can talk to Lisa D about anything, man. Anything. You know why I can do that? because I've developed an intimacy with her. I'm committed to her, and we have good, strong communication. Even though we're from different cultures, sometimes we get the lines of communication get a little bit mixed up sometimes because of cultural influences, right? But once we sort those lines out, then we are solid on what we want to know about each other, what we want each other to know about the situations, okay? So, tell me, if you want a good, strong relationship in your life, if you're tired of playing the field, you're tired of playing games, you're serious, you need to do those three things I talked to you about. Communication is important. If you can't talk to your woman right, man, you can't talk to your man right, woman, you in big trouble. Because when you're not talking right to them, somebody else is. Mm-hmm. Yeah. How many times you heard somebody say, she can't talk to her. I can't talk to my wife. She just don't understand me. And the lady said, I can't talk to my husband. He never listens. He just don't listen to me. And every time I say something, he shut me down. He shut me up. I'm tired of it. So I'm thankful that I found you in my life, sweetie. You know, you found somebody else. You know why? You know why people look for somebody else that they can communicate to and be intimate with and commit to? You know why? Because they need it from you. And that people have an urge. People have an inherent desire to be intimate. Baby born, baby born from your mother's womb. What's the natural desire? Clean. You want to clean. You want to clean to the mother. And they pull you away from the breast. But they want that closeness. They want that intimacy. Okay? And they don't want it from anybody else. That means they're committed to you, mom. Warmth, closeness, all of that intimacy. Babies want that. And from children on up, all of us have that inherent desire to be intimate, to be close, to be committed. And then because you're intimate, because you're close, because you're committed, you then have a good working communication. Communication is important in any relationship and any activity we do in life. Without good communication, you will have good trouble. You have big trouble because it's about talking, man. Yeah, you ever met a guy, ladies, you ever had a guy that every time you say something, they don't say nothing. They just look at you. They're crazy. They don't know how to, most guys, a lot of guys are like that. I wasn't most, but a lot of guys are like that, ladies. We just don't know how to communicate our deepest desires and the deepest things in us. We have a tendency to hold it back. That's why men have a problem with the LOVE word to women. I can't say that word. I like you, but I can't say that. You mean you like me? We been going together 5 years. You just want to like me? We crack up when it comes to love, you know? Because we haven't developed an intimacy. We haven't developed a commitment. And so then because we can't be intimate, we can't commit, we have a hard time what? Communicating with our mouths. The feelings we feel inside. The guy really loves you, but he can't find it in his heart, in his intimate thoughts to bring it out. He just don't have the strength because he's weak as water, because he don't have 3 hallmarks. I told you to develop a good relationship. And it happens to women too. Some women, they'll take about everything else but I love you. They'll say everything else in the world except I love you. And how are you going to develop a strong relationship when you can't express your love? When you can't show your love? When you can't show them how you feel about them? And don't get this twisted now. Love is about action, baby. It's an action word, right? So you show them your love by taking care of them, helping them in any kind of way, and assisting them when you can, building them up, lifting them up when they need it. It's a strong relationship. That's all it's about, man. Three things that you want to do in your life when you want to have a relationship with your woman or man. You want to have a relationship with your man with you. Make sure you're intimate. Make sure you're committed. and then make sure you can communicate. Communication is a process. It involves a sender, right, and a what? Receiver. Right? The sender is the one that's talking. The receiver is the one that's listening. Okay? So when you want to communicate, you both cannot send and receive at the same time because you will have a garbage communication. Garbage in, garbage out. Guide them. Are you with me, G? I tell you, man, you gotta have in the process of communication. The best thing to do is first of all be a good listener. That is the hallmark of a good relationship and communication relationship with a good couple. If one of you can listen, because there's always in a couple relationship, there's always one that's going to talk, and then there's one that's going to listen. But there has to be evens. You both have to strive to listen closer. Listen with your heart and your ears. Because sometimes when we say something, we always leave something out we're trying to say. And then that leads to nonverbal communication. You can look at the person, they've been saying one thing, but their body is saying something else. I know when this G saying something, she might say something, but her body tells me something else. I know I can read between the lines. That's when we're intimate. She knows she ain't done about me. She said, you ready? No, I ain't ready. And then, my body looks like I'm hungry. She go eat it. And I eat it because I'm ready to eat, but I'm probably doing something. I ain't ready. But she know I'm ready. Or she'll say, you want to eat? You want to cook something? Nah, I'm good. I don't know. You know what she do? She know me. She cook me. Because they want to eat that. That's just a basic example of our intimacy, but there's many, many more situations that come about, man. But that's just the example. But I'm telling you, man, it's important that when you got intimacy, you got commitment, and you have good communication, you and your relationship will go from heaven to heaven to heaven and higher and higher and higher. Yeah. Yeah. And you know why? You know how you get to that point in your life with your relationship? You know how you do it? Work, baby. And you can't take time out on a relationship. I don't like him. I'm not going to talk to her for a week. She done said the wrong thing to me. I ain't giving no money. I ain't talking to her. Taking time out on your relationship. That means you want to kill your relationship. You want your relationship to die. Then you take time out on it. I told you early in the presentation, a relationship involves 24/7 work. And if you're not able to work, you're lazy and you're crazy, don't get in a relationship. Okay? Because you're just hurting yourself and you're hurting the other person as well. Okay? Relationships are for people who want to grow and develop together. Okay? In a positive manner. Okay? So if you're one of those individuals, you feel you got what it takes, don't feel you got what it takes. Know you got what it takes before you enter into a relationship because you could wind up bringing somebody down. How many failed relationships I've seen where the man had a beautiful, wonderful woman and he turned her out to be a hooker. I messed her mind up, all kind of crazy stuff. You know what I'm saying? Same thing with women. How many relationships I've seen, woman had an outstanding man, man's on his way up, and he got hooked up with some Shiva. Call it Shiva. Some fast woman that just wanted money or just went crazy. He had money, right? He got out because they're not committed. Okay? And so I want to see you have the best in life. Okay? I don't want to see you get messed up with somebody terrible. And whenever you get it, if you get a woman and you want to be intimate with her, you want to develop a strong relationship with her, take her to your mama or your sister first before you start making crazy stuff, saying getting deep with her, okay? And let them check her out. Okay? You say, I need you to meet my family. You don't mind, do you? And if the lady says, no, I got to meet your family. I got to meet your family for, and you know she ain't for you. Later you do the same thing. Say, hey Joe, I need you. Can you come on? My mom wants to see you. Come on. Just I'm out. I go see your mama for. I don't go with your mama. I go with you. You mine. I don't want to talk to your mama. She don't like me no way. But see, what y'all do, what some people do, they got them kind of people, right? And they think they're gonna change. They stay with it. If they don't want to go see your parents, they don't want to go see your family, they don't want to do nothing with you but go to your room, go in the bedroom. That's not the right one for you, baby. Common sense stuff. But you know what? We ignore the obvious. All because we want to get our ways, whatever we want from them. Maybe sex, maybe drugs, maybe money, whatever. You know what I'm saying? So don't overlook the obvious. If you want a strong relationship, then you have to do what it takes to get to that point in your life. Okay? At work, it takes work. And it takes humility. You have to be humble. Mm-hmm. Humble. You know, that's a hard word for a lot of y'all. So full of pride. So full of me and I, my. You can't understand what humility means. That means you got to bow down. You got to give up your right for their wrong sometimes for the purposes of enduring and keeping your relationship strong. How I always ask myself when I talk to Lisa D about anything and we have a disagreement or something, I say, man, that's in my mind. How significant is this to me? I mean, do I need to fuss over this? Is that bad? If it's something significant, I stand my ground. But if it's not, I say, man, Tom, go ahead with it, whatever you want to do. You know? I just do it like that. Because that's if it's not a big deal, why fuss about it? You know? But anyway, I had some other stuff I wanted to tell you, but I don't want to take up all the time. You know what I'm saying? I want to tell you about some other things. You know, right? I want to tell you about that. Intimacy requires quality time. You need quality time to develop intimacy. And it requires you to follow through with your actions, your commitment, and whatever you told you're going to do. You got to do it. When people know that they can trust you, and then they begin to develop intimacy with you. Then they know they can trust you, have quality time with you, then they begin to open up with you to you, and you develop intimacy. It's a beautiful thing when you are intimate with another human being. If you're a male and you're intimate with a woman, outstanding. If you're a woman and you're intimate with one male, outstanding. Some of you never know what intimacy is about because you never got to that level in your relationship. Intimacy is the top scale, one of the top tiers in a relationship. Okay? And if you've never been there, you don't know what you're missing. You're missing a whole new level of living, thinking, being, and seeing. It opens up new dimensions to life. When you have dedicated yourself to one individual, intimacy, commitment, and communication, new worlds open for you. Okay? And then we'll talk about commitment, man. Commitment, man. Yeah, it's like a building block to any type of strong relationship. You got to commit, you know. And then you have to be an active participant in your relationship as you commit. Hmm? You ever heard of active shooter? Active shooter, man, you have to be bang, 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 get ready to shoot, right? But you got to be an active participant. That means you're actively building blocks for commitment in your relationship. You're building blocks in your relationship and making it stronger. Then we talk about communication, man. Listening. It's not always talking. I told you to involve the sender and the receiver. Sometimes you got to listen. You know, you can't talk all the time. I have to slow my roll. Sometimes I like to talk. But sometimes I have to listen. I have to quiet myself down and listen. You gotta have empathy when you communicate. What's empathy, Bobby? I don't know what you mean. You mean sympathy or empathy? Empathy means you have to put yourself in the other person's shoes to understand what they may be going through. You have to look at it from their perspective, their viewpoint. Yeah, empathy. And that's what a lot of us lack in life. We can't see nothing but what we want to do, but what we're about. We can't put ourselves in somebody else's shoes. But we're too busy in our own shoes that we don't want to get out. We don't want to get out of our comfort zone. We're too relaxed. We're too happy. We're too joyful. I got my money. I got my house. I got my car. I got my job. What I need with you? I ain't giving you nothing. You don't pay none of my bills. I ain't giving you nothing. Does that sound familiar? Selfish. Yeah, selfish. That's that. You know how I know that? That was me years ago. That was me. I was stingy. I was selfish. I didn't want to give nobody. I didn't want to help nobody. Crazy, man. I look at it now. I was crazy out of my mind, you know. But that's how it was. And I thank God that the Lord, nothing but the Lord changed me. You know what I'm saying? The Most High God got a hold of me. And he's still trying to get them rough edges. I told you a while back, he's trying to get them rough edges off me. You know? So I still got it. But anyway, that's all I want you to know, man. Ladies and gentlemen, I want you to have a good relationship. If you don't get nothing else from what I said today, remember this. A good relationship means you have to work at it. If you don't work to develop your relationship, to make it stronger and longer, you have nothing. Eventually it will die. It will stagnate, it will be stifled, and it will die out. And you will wind up, if you're married, you'll wind up divorcing. If you're just living together, you'll wind up breaking up. Because you didn't have the guts, the intestinal fortitude to work at what you said you loved, keeping your relationship strong. And you said you loved the right man. You said you loved the right women. Didn't you say that? Yeah. Now sometimes what we say with our mouths and what we do with our bodies don't line up. Yeah, I love you. But why you going to be with some other woman you love? Why you going to be with some other man? You love him, right? Right, lady? Why? Come on, man. Let's get it right. All right, that's all I got. People get ready. The train is coming. Don't need no ticket. You just get on board. All you need is love. Woo. Say it again. Say sweet, sweet love. Don't need no ticket. Nah. You just get on board. Get on board. Ah, you ready, man? Are you ready to ride the Lord train by the Misc One Nation under? I'm ready, man. I'm ready like Freddy Cool. I'm ready, man, to ride this train. And we might just hit up on Spain, you know what I'm saying? But hey, I'm ready, man, because I love talking to my people out there, my family. You are my family. And I love that you taking the time, making the time, shaking the time, breaking the time to come up and hook up with BobbieD. You know what I'm saying? I count it a joy. It is a joy for me to be with you. And I hope it is the same with you to be with me. You know what I'm saying? If it's not, it's okay. Because we're developing an intimate relationship. And the more you hang with me, the more you hang with me and you devote your viewing ability to me on the YouTube channel, then we become more intimate. Yeah. And then we become more committed. And then we develop a good way of communication. And we'll have a strong and long relationship together. I'm committed to you. Are you committed to me? Huh? Are you committed to BobbieD and Lisa D? I'm waiting for your answer. Okay, that's all right. I know you don't want to tell me, but I can feel it in the air. Most of you are not committed. Most of you are. I don't know sometimes, because you know how I know? Sometimes I see you, sometimes I don't. You have little commitment for me. It's okay, but I got a great one for you, and I'm not going to put you down. I'm not going to give up on you, okay? Like you gave up on me at least. I'm not going to give up on you. I'm going to stay on you like white on rice, because that's what I'm supposed to do. Yeah, I'm supposed to do that. And when you supposed to do something, in my mind, I ain't got no other thing to do but what I'm supposed to do. All right, let's go. When I say toot, you say all aboard. Toot. When I say all aboard, you say toot. All aboard. Let's ride this train, man. We'll go ride the train. We can't ride no boat. Anybody want to ride the train with BobbieD and Misc One Nation under one love? You get ready for the roll call? Are you ready for the roll call, man? Hey, let's go ride the train, man. We find out who rubbing up some of them. What's up to be the first man in the his house? I need to know. I got to know who that city king. Probably don't say that. I don't want to get into that, man. I start bragging about the Falcons. Y'all don't like me when I do that. No, I'm sorry, man. I can't help. Falcons is my main team, man. I've been a Falcons fan since I was like 8 years old, man. Yeah, I just love the Falcons. Atlanta Falcons, Dallas Cowboys, and Charlotte Jaguars. Those are my main 3 football teams. Okay, but Falcons is my number 1. I'll always be a Falcons fan. I don't care what. I don't care if they win, lose, or draw. I don't care. That's my team. And I like the Saints too. They're number 1 as well. All right, that's it, man. All right, I'm gonna drill down there and find out who that is. Say they can't beat. Like you said that. Stop. All right, I want to know who's. I'm gonna say it again. All right, I'm gonna find out who's rubbing up, talking up, bubbling up, Berman in the house. Let's go. All right, I'm gonna drill down there and find out who that is. Okay. All right, let's go. I can't remember it in that house. Rayman coming. Rayman coming. Rayman coming. What's up, Rayman? Huh? I messed up. That messed up. I'm sorry, man. I'm sorry, y'all. Y'all got to excuse me, okay? StreamYard messed me up. StreamYard done messed me up. Okay, I'm my bad, y'all. My bad. I hit the wrong. I didn't go down further. I didn't go up further. I got down there. Lord, y'all got to forgive me. Can you forgive me, please? Don't get mad about it. You know me. I got too much stuff on my head. All right, ladies and gentlemen, let me give you an opportunity to introduce you to my. Let me take this opportunity to introduce you to my love of my life, my little lady. My little lady. My little lady. My little lady. Lisa D is my lady. What's up, lady? Lady. What's up, lady? You all right? Yeah. So good to see you, my dear. I love Lisa D, man. Even though sometimes. No choice. She get on my last nerve. You know? But you know what? I need that. I need somebody that's going to get on my nerve. Because they tell me things I need to know. And sometimes I don't want to listen. But she said, you better listen to me. And I said, okay, what's going on? Then we talk. But anyway, I got to give you a formal introduction. Dun, 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 dun. Yeah, Queen. What's up? All right, right now, who rubbing up, top of them? What's up, the first man? He's not who they be. What's up, Paul? He said first. Hey, man. Hey, you got it right, man. First one on in his house today. We said thank you. Thank you for showing up, man. Thank you for being number 1, taking the time, making the time, taking the time, breaking the time to be number 1. It's a good thing today to see Paul. He got a number 1 mentality, and he don't want nobody to mess with him. Okay, let's go. Who we got? Paul, he said, what's going on, BobbieD and DT? Hey, man, we blessed and how to flavor the favor of the love. Lord. That's right. God is our healer, our deliverer, and everything else in between. He's who we look forward to every day of our lives. You know what I'm saying? I know y'all don't hear all that stuff, but that's how we are. Let's go, Roger. Who we got? Yeah. Thank you so much, Rayman. Rayman coming. Rayman coming. Rayman coming. What's up, good to see Terry Fleming in the house today, and he giving a donation at 2-2. Right back at your donation to the nation. Thank you so much, Terry Fleming, for the donation to the nation. One nation under one love. Hey, we need people like Terry Fleming in the South. I need some more Terry Flemings in the South. Can I get me at least 16 more Terry Flemings? Come on, man. We need some more members up in here. Let's go. We're going to write down. You got this, dude. We're going to do damn Terry Fleming, Ron Train, BobbieD, Easy, One Nation under woo.
The hardest working man in the business. Yeah. I feel good.
Oh my goodness. what you trying to do?
So what you trying to do? Thank you. Thank you so much, Jerry.
Secretary.
For the donation to the nation. More blessings. What's love? Thank you so much, brother. Love. My God. All right, we got right train, BobbieD, One Nation. Gunny in the house, Gunny in the house. Woo. Gunny in the house, Gunny in the house. Woo. Gold finger. What's up, gold finger? Y'all right, man? So good to see you, so good to see you, so good to see ya. Wouldn't want to. What's up, man? You say, hello, BobbieD. What's up, man? Y'all right? So good to see Murphy. He's in the house. One of our, he's the original gold finger. He has gold ship membership in his train ride. And he is the best of the best on this train. If you was a member, you get the best of the best. Okay? Let's go. Who we got?
Terry Fleming, congrats, Paul, number 1.
Paul wasn't playing today. He wasn't playing today. He caught this number one. He caught us on the number one slide, and he said, "I'm gonna be number one." When he saw that notification come out, he said, "Okay, that's my time to get in and be shining. That's my time to shine." Let's go, right? Who we got?
Murphy Hayes, congratulations, sir, Paul, number 1.
Paul is number 1. You know what? You forgot number 2. These people number 2.
Yeah, Terry Fleming.
She's slipping, y'all. She's slipping and she's tripping. Okay? Don't be slipping and tripping on me. Don't be sleeping on the job. Who's supposed to be? Who's supposed to
Number
say?
2.
Jump on me. Let's go, right, everybody.
Even the nation is why.
I know what to do.
I skipped this time.
He said, I'm number 2. Well, I'm going to give a donation. That'll get him on track. Let's go, right, everybody. Who we got?
Terry Fleming, hello, sir, Murphy.
What's up, Murphy? How you doing, brother? Run a chain, Bobby. Who we got? Murphy. Hey, he said, hello, Rain Man, Jerry Fleming. Congratulations for number 2.
And that's on 2.
See, you forgot, but nobody else forgot but you. Let's go.
Aloha.
Howard Cooper. What's up, Coop? You all right, man? So good to see you coming to the state of Honolulu. Hallelujah. Hallelujah. Hallelujah, Hawaii. Yeah, it's always good to see people from the state of Hawaii because, you know, that's a state that's sort of exotic. They have tropical heat like the Philippines, and they have a lot of things the Philippines have, you know? So it's similar to the Philippines. So if you've been to Hawaii, you may not want to come to the Philippines because it's the same thing. Nah, that's it. Right, everybody, One Nation. Who we got?
Terry Fleming.
Thank you so much. Let's go. Who we got?
Murphy Hayes, number 2, just
Will do. That's a twist on the subject. Let's go, Roger. Who we got?
Terry Fleming, keep trying, Sir Murphy. You can be number 2 too.
Two. Let's go, Roger. Everybody. Who we got?
Murphy Hayes, just like the Olympics, gold, silver, bronze. I am working my way up from bronze to silver.
There you go, man. Yeah, you got to start someplace, man. You got to start someplace. Who we got? Roger. Everybody. One Nation.
Terry Fleming, sometimes I feel so lost when it comes to relationship. I really want to be in a relationships, but the fear of rejection and pain of loss makes me shy away from commitment.
That's a normal thing that a lot of people go through. It's just average, it's normal. There's nothing abnormal about that at all. That is something that's very common. Mostly people that go through that are people that are young when you're younger. So that tells me that when you were younger, you had that then, you're still dealing with it. I had it too, Jared, when I was younger. But I don't know how I got out of it, but I don't know. I think my desire to want to be with someone else became stronger than my fear of their rejection. That's when I started reaching out to girls. I was called girls when I was a teenager. I started reaching out and starting to talk to them. And I would ask for the numbers and stuff. And that took a lot for me to do. That took oh man, you just don't know what I had to go through. All the craziness I went through just to get up and say, hey, how you doing? Can you talk to me sometime? Can I get you? I know it sounds so silly, but it wasn't silly to me at the time. That took a tremendous amount of my energy and desire. It took a lot out of me to do that. But once I started doing it, it didn't, I started getting better at it, I started having less and less fear, and it became easier and easier to me. Okay, so that's what you got to do. You got to, anytime you have a fear in your life, it's a blockade, right? It's a block, it's a wall. Anytime you have a fear in your life, the best thing to do is to bust the wall down, go straight through it. If you got a fear of swimming, jump in the water. Okay, that's it. Jump in the water, or either first of all get in the bathtub, take slow, slow, and slow. Get familiar with the water. Put all over, then get in. That way you overcome your fears. So it's common for people that have that. They get scared.
Do not conquer.
Now, as far as commitment, you can't commit to anybody unless you start developing intimacy or being around them to know them. And then what happens once they start opening up to you, you start opening up to them, and you begin to talk about it. How do you open up? How do you get the person to open up? You talk about it. Hey, look, I see you like the color blue. That's your favorite color? Now let's chit chat. You talk about them. How do you get a person to talk to you and like you? Talk about them. You know why? People like to hear about themselves. They like to hear community. They like to see that somebody's interested enough to ask them questions about themselves. Okay? So you say, what's your favorite food? Yeah. What's your favorite food? Do you like to read? Well, just keep asking questions about them. And then eventually you will ask some good questions they like to talk about, and then start opening up talking to you. Then they'll start asking questions about you. That's how you do it then. And it takes practice. It takes effort. And it takes energy. And some of us out there just don't have it like that. You know? There's a lot of things that you miss when you're growing up in life. I missed a lot of things. I'm just trying to pick on you two. I'm just like you. I missed a lot of stuff growing up in life. And I had to catch it later on in life. Catch up on it. You know? Some things I'm still missing that I ain't got yet. I ain't caught up with it yet. But that's life. But nobody's perfect in this life. We all got issues, and we all work toward resolving those issues. So don't give up. Don't. Your time is coming, but you have to strengthen yourself and get ready to do what you need to do. Because I can't go out there and talk for a lady with you. I can't do it. But you can do it, man. I got faith and confidence in you. You can do it. You can do it. Let's go right there. Who we got?
Murphy Hayes, this is like someone you're talking to, sees a booker in your face, but won't tell you.
That's exactly right. Now I'm gonna tell you something about Lisa D.
And your example.
Let me tell you something. Lisa D, is she talking to you right now? And she see you got some stuff on the side of your mouth, or booger in your nose, or anything. She gonna say.
Nose and then your body thing, your ears.
She gonna say, "We need to get that out." And she don't care. They don't care if she's embarrassed. She's not embarrassed by you. You got to put. I can't talk. Get that off your mouth. She don't like it.
It bothers.
She will say she don't like it. It bothers her. Every time we eat, let's say we eat dinner, right? Or lunch, whatever. And I get my food. I slob it down. But some might be right here, some might be other, whatever. He said, "Stop." I said, "What's wrong?" "Stop." "What you mean stop?" "Get that off." She don't like
Wipe your mouth.
little stuff. With food on your mouth, that's one of her pet peeves. So anything, a booger in your nose, something in your eye, a sleep in your eye, she calls it sleep in your eye a morning story. I don't know where she get that. But if you wake up in the morning, you have these little white things in your eye or side of your eye, and she call that a morning star. You get that morning star out of you. Where you been? Yeah, I understand what you're saying, Murphy. Hey, let's go. Right, everybody, easy one day. Who we got? Crook Mark in the out. Crook Mark in the out. What's up, Crook? He said, "Look, Murphy Hayes. Look. What?
LOL.
Oh, Murphy Hayes." He said, number 2 just will do, huh? Hey, sometimes it will and sometimes it won't. It depends on the situation. Who we got right there, Bobby? Easy one nation.
Crook Mark, what say you, Bobby?
Hey, we say, man, we blessed and highly favored and favored of the Most High. God. Let's go, Round Train. Who we got?
Crook Mark, but do love train crew and duck rats.
Hey, man, Love Train is riding strong, man. We riding high, we riding strong, and we put our trust in the Most High God to keep us along. You know what I'm saying? We don't want to fall, and if we fall, the Lord will pick us up, and He will wipe our tears out of our eyes. We trust in the Lord on this Love Train. Who we got?
Martha Hayes, what up, Sir Crew Mark? What's shaking?
Hey, man, ain't nothing shit but the ring. Let's go. Who
Billy,
we got?
Billy.
Billy D, what's up, Billy? He said, for people living in the West and can't enter the Philippines, what do you recommend best way to meet Filipinos? Okay, good question, Billy. The best way to meet a Filipino, if you can't get here, then it's online. That's the best method. That's what I did. That's how I met Lisa D, online dating. And we went to a dating site that's called Asian Dating. I went on that site and I found Lisa D. And there's a lot of dating sites out there. Some of them good, some of them bad, some of them just plain old ugly. You know what I'm saying?
I think personally,
Huh?
person where you can meet in person.
Okay. Yeah, there's some options. I guess you would have some options in the USA or wherever you are. There are a lot of Filipino or Philippines groups that you can go to and stay. I'm interested in Filipino people, and I'm trying to make some new friends. And you can meet people like that are Philippines, that are Filipino rather, that are living in the USA that came from the Philippines. You can meet people like that as well. I was looking for some clubs like that. I found a couple of them, but I never got out the desire to actually go meet them. But because there's a lot of Filipinos all over the world, and you're looking for people. A lot of Filipinos are in the USA. That I'm talking about original Filipinos, okay? So you can meet some there too, but you got to take some looking and find it. But normally, if you have options or problems, online. That's the best way if you want to talk to them. Online dating sites, Cebuano.com, Cebuano.com, Asian Dating, Cupid, Filipino Cupid, Christian Filipina, a whole bunch of them out there, man. But be careful when you date them online because there's a lot of, it's like 80 to 90% scammers. Okay? But you have to filter through the bad ones to get to the good ones. That's your best bet for right now. But you cannot go, if you understand how to deal with the Filipinos online, it takes a special skill set. You have to be like a private eye, protector. You know what I'm saying? Because they will fool you and then they screw you. Let's go right there. Who we got?
Crew Mark, what's going on, Martha Hayes?
What's up, Barry? You all right, man? So good to see you. What's up?
Crew Mark, I'm better than I deserve, my brother.
I tell you, man, you know, it's all by the grace of God. There go I, except what? The grace of the Most High God. Let's go right there. Who we got?
Martha Hayes, that's true. All day long, so I know I'm good company.
Tell me, man, we come on this train, we all right, man. You know what I'm saying? Because I pray for this train. This train is anointed by the Most High God. And if you come on this train, you will get some of that anointing. Let's go right there. Who we got?
John Smith, Terry Fleming, just take things slowly, my brother. The right one will eventually cross your path.
That's it, man. You got to take your time and you got to pray and you have to develop yourself as you go through this life. Now, I told y'all at the top of the broadcast, man, you have to be ready, committed. If you're not ready to commit, if you're not ready to be intimate, if you're not ready to have a good communication system with someone, don't get out there. Work on you first, okay? Yeah, because a lot of problems come up where we ain't ready for nothing but the slam bam thinking. And that's all we wind up with. We don't never have a good person because we not ready to commit. We're not ready to be intimate. We're not ready to know how to communicate and to make a relationship last long. We just want the temporary high, which is a slam bam thinking. And that ain't nothing when compared to the other things in life. Let's go right there. Who we got?
John Smith, greetings, Steve, family, and viewers.
What's up, John? Good to see you, man. John coming to us from UK, London, jolly old London. Let's go right there. Who we got?
Terry Fleming, thanks, Sir John Smith.
John Smith in the house and Terry Fleming. Let's go right there. Who we got?
Crook Mark, what's going on, Terry Fleming?
Terry Fleming is doing right, tight, long, strong. He makes his rain up in Spain and even on the train. Right train, BobbieD, One Nation.
Crook Mark, congrats, Paul.
Hey, you did a thing right, tight, long, strong. Right train, BobbieD, One Nation.
Terry Fleming, hey, Sir Crook Mark.
What's up? Right train, BobbieD, One Nation.
Martha Hayes, that's a fear. F-E-R.
Yeah.
Sir Terry,
False
evidence.
That's it, man. When you have a fear, you gotta look at it like that. It's not really real. Sometimes it can be real, but most fears is false evidence. It appears to be real until you actually get out there and start doing it and test it. You have to test it, and then you know if it's real or if it's phony. Okay? It's just fake. You know, you gotta test it. You gotta. If it's a wall right there, a block, right, and you want to get to the other side of the wall, you got a fear about that wall. You gotta bust that. You gotta test it to see if it's real. A lot of times when you do a hit in the wall, it breaks down. Or then, well, no, sometimes no wall there at all. It just disappears because you let the fear block you. You let the fear stop you. Right? So fears are designed to do that. To block you, stop you, to make you feel that what you're looking at is real. But it's not most of the time. Round train BobbieD, easy, one nation.
Crook Mark, I'm better than I deserve, my brother. Terry Fleming.
Tell me, man. Round train, who we got?
Terry Fleming. Fear, Sir Murphy.
That's it, man. That's it. Fear is false evidence appearing real. Or it can be the opposite. Forget everything and run. Which one you want to do? Let's go, round train. Who we got?
Marvin Ace. Hello, Sir Smith.
What's up? What's up? What's up? Round train.
Robert Lee. Greetings, Bobby and Lisa D. Hope all is well and good with y'all. I know it's been a while since I've been on the love train, being kind, busy more than usual, trying to finish up and get that passport.
Okay, I understand, man. The passport system's really behind right now. I think it takes like 6 months to get one right now. But in the USA, it's even longer here in the Philippines. So yeah, I understand. You got to get that passport, you got to get that shot, and get your vaccine straightened out. But once you do those two things, the Philippines is getting ready to open up, guys. I'm not saying I know a date and I know a time. I do not know that. Okay. But I'm telling you that because I see things happening slowly every day. Something new happens. Right now, they're opening up 15 schools. The classrooms is coming back again. Kids are going to school. The classroom on the 15th of November. They have a trial for about 30 schools. Go in classroom schools. Now the young people can come in the malls now. They weren't able to do that for almost 2 years. What else? They're opening up for free swab tests for people who travel. The domestic travel here is opening up big time. They get free swab tests. Everybody travel domestically. And then they're trying to keep up with. They're trying to keep up with Thailand. Thailand is opening up. So Thailand is a big competitor. I guarantee in the next 6 to 3, maybe sooner than that. Maybe by the end of the year, first year, they're gonna open this thing up. And also, they are 155 new immigration officers are graduating from the class. They need them stacking places because they're gonna have a whole bunch of people come out. Also, I did a video. The Bureau of Immigration's Commissioner Jaime Morente said that they are ready to receive foreign tourists. He's made a statement on there. He said they were ready. Okay, so everything's getting ready to open up, guys, slowly but surely. Round train BobbieD, one nation.
Jan Smith. Marvin Hayes. Greetings, my brother.
What's up? What's up? Round train, who we got?
Crook Mark. I hear Lisa D over there chopping town.
Nah, Lisa D
I was eating.
No, you were cooking.
Yeah, I was done.
Oh, whatever she was doing. She was cooking. She was cooking and she was eating. After she cooked, she ate her breakfast. I ate my breakfast before she did. Let's go. Who we got?
Robert Lee, Bobby and Lisa D from the Setup Retirement Visa, SRRB Classic, and Visa through 98 tourists and complete their retirement visa there. That's my plan so far.
Okay, so they're set up time. Okay, yeah. You have to. You can get a retirement visa here, but you have to do all of it. You can do the paperwork, stuff like that, and submit it to the SRRB. But to actually get it, you have to get right. You have to come through there with a 9A. You're exactly correct. You have to visit to a 9A and then complete your paperwork here. That's how they have it set up. You just can't get a retirement visa and then come here. Now, you have to come here on a 9A tourist visa. And that's one option. If you go to the DFA and all the tourists, SSRB, and let them know that you have to pick all the paperwork, get all the money, all that stuff together. Then the last part of it, they will approve you for a 9A tourist visa because they know you're coming to get your SRB completed. And then you get it, you go over there, you're going to have whatever, $10,000, whatever the money required. You have to have that money put in a Filipino bank. Okay? And then once you do that, I think it's like 2 weeks after, they give you your retirement visa. But you have the plan and you've been working at it. So stay diligent and diligent on your plan. You'll get there, brother. Let's go. Who we got?
Martha Hayes. Fear is one of the most powerful weapons Our weapons, the enemy of our souls, used to keep us bound.
If you wanna be held as a slave, let your fear take control of you. If you wanna be held up and never move and never experience life, sit there and let fear take you over. You will never do nothing unless you fool into you, unless you try to experience what fear is trying to show you that it is. You have to test it out. I read a book. It's called Feel the Fear and Do It Anyway. That's what you got to do. Fear has to be felt or tested, but you got to do it anyway. You got to find the courage, find the strength, and whatever it takes to do it anyway. That's what people that have courage. That's how you develop courage in your life. You find the fear, feel the fear, and do it anyway. That's called being courage, courageous. Let's go right there. Who we got?
Sarah Fleming, I want to learn how to love. So many relationships lost, yet the pain of loss wasn't from losing them, it came from being blindsided.
Right. You want to learn how to love. It means you got to give of yourself, of your time, of your energy, of your efforts to help somebody that you like. You don't have to love.
Time.
You don't have to love them first when you meet them, because most time you don't love nobody because you just met them, right? But as you continue to deal with them, continue to communicate, talk, become intimate, become close, and you give more and more. That's how you learn to love. Love is giving. It's an action. Okay? It's giving, it's sharing, it's caring, believing, forgiving, living with somebody else. That's what love is about. People got in their mind, love is just going to bed and all that. Nah. And then people got in their mind also, love is a feeling. No, love is no feeling. It's action. I show my love for Lisa D by how I take care of her and what I do for her. She shows her love the same with me.
If you can find the right lady, then yes, you can feel the real love.
Yeah, it's about finding the right one. There's someone out there for every one of us, no question about it. And then what happens is we make the mistake and find anything that's the right one when it's not. Then we get down on ourselves and say, "Well, I'm bad about love. I do love, I don't want to do it." And we get gunshot. We want to try it, but you got to keep going. Get back out there. Let's go.
Sarah Fleming, top. 1, 2. Hit the like button, please. 1, 2, 3. Chichipaya. 1, 2, 3.
Chichipaya.
1, 2, 3.
Chichipaya. Hit the like button. Come on now.
Please.
Y'all can hit the like button. Can you hit the like button, please, ma'am? Please, sir. Hit the like button, man. Ain't gonna take but a second. 1, 2, 3. Chichipaya. 1, 2, 3. Chichipaya. Can you hit the like button, man? Please.
1, 2, 3.
Chichipaya. Let's go right train by me. These one nation. Who we got?
Mark Hayes. Before I came to Christ, the word intimacy, it was not anywhere in my vocabulary. It was all go or don't show up. Now I appreciate intimacy.
Yeah, that's about intimacy. Is hard to real intimacy, okay? Because it's a fake one, there's a phony one, and it's a real one. Real intimacy is hard to develop. Not hard, but it takes time. It takes time to develop real intimacy because you have to know the person, and the person has to know you. It's a two-way street. Okay, that's why you get close through your intimacy, through your time of sharing, through your time of caring, through your time of communication, through your time of being committed. All of those cause you to be intimate. Okay? Let's go right there. Who we got?
Sarah Fleming, you know the saddest thing for me is the fact that I am 64 years old and I haven't committed to anything long term. Not a lady, a car, or a home.
Okay. That means that you're not ready yet. When you get ready to commit, you will commit. And it's not necessarily to be sad about it. It just means that you haven't got to that point in your life where you feel like committing. You haven't been exposed to the right person or the right experiences that will cause you to feel like wanting to commit. And commitment is not necessarily Commitment is not necessarily a good thing or a bad thing. It's about how you deal with it. So, what I look at is, Jerry, you haven't got to a point where you want to commit. You haven't got to a point where you found someone that you can be intimate with. You have a lot of, what I'm looking at, Jerry, is you have a lot of things that are holding you back. You're not able to give someone totally you yet. Okay? And that for you, that takes time because there's something causing you to hold back. Okay? Something may happen in childhood, there's something you kid out of it. But if something causing you to say, I'm ready yet.
There you go.
Yeah. And it takes time, man. You got, like I said, it's a fear, it's something that's driving you to hold back. But once you keep on working on getting rid of that, and when you find the right one, all those guards, all of those blocks you got in front of that, stopping you, it's gonna fall down again. You say, whoa. You open up your eye, open up your nose. Like a new person. Let's go right there. Who we got?
Anthony Liggins.
What's up, man?
Long time no see, sir. Brother Fleming. The good thing is your best days are still ahead.
That's right. We always got, we live our lives full of what? Hope. Keep hope alive. That's what, if you have no hope, you're a dead person. I don't want to be around you because you ain't got nothing to look forward to. When you have hope in your life, that your best days is ahead, keeps you moving, keeps you motivated, keep you growing, keep you knowing, keep you living, keep you giving, and you experience life better. Let's go right there. Who we got? Goldfinger in the house. He said, Goldfinger. Just put my finger on the test that thing. Oh, you see that Goldfinger put his finger on the light button, on the light button. He said, and it turned to gold too. Everything he touched turned to gold. You got that mighty stuff. Who we got right there? Bobby, did you one nation?
Jan Smith. I found this scary Filipino by accident. I don't trust online dating. We found each other on YouTube and had nothing to do with dating but ecology. I later found out she's an elite over there in Greece.
Okay. All right. You're the gold mine, buddy. Now, you found out someone that's not unusual because most people find people online. But you found a different way to come in contact with people. And that's awesome. Here's what I look at it. If you don't have any other way, yeah, go online. Okay. But there's some other way. You mentioned that you can go to different clubs and stuff around in the USA, different clubs that have Philippine organizations. And say, hey, my name is John Doe, and I like Filipinos. I'm trying to get some friends, and I want to know if there's anything I can do to be a part of your group, attend some meetings, stuff like that. There's always alternative to find Filipinos. Let's go right there. Who we got?
Sarah Fleming. I think you're right, Sir Anthony.
Man, let's go right there, Bobby. Who we got?
Jan Smith. What I'm saying is, you can find a good woman anywhere and not in the usual places, and it can be unexpected.
That's true. Love has no particular areas that it can be in or be out, or women are everywhere, people are everywhere, Filipinos are everywhere. So I think that my suggestion would be pray. First thing I do, pray. Pray for that woman. Say, Lord, who you want me to have, show it to me, and send me to you, to her. Right? And that should be your prayer, man, every day. Lord, you know my heart, you know my lifestyle, you know that I'm trying to find the right moment so I can be loving, caring, sharing, giving, be the person you want me to be for her, and open up my eyes that I can see what you're trying to give me. And then let's go right there. Who we got?
Anthony Liggins. What's up, BobbieD and Lisa D? Peace and love to all those riding the love train.
Thank you so much, Anthony. My brother, woman, like mother. You doing good, man. It's good to see. Good Margaret, what's going on, Anthony? You all right, man? Good to see you ride the train by the say one night, Sean.
Murphy Hayes. That happened to me, Sir Smith. Love runs Mac. And to me, like a freight train, and it was unexpected.
Yeah, love to do that, man. Sometimes when you least expect it, and I think that's what's gonna happen to Terry. He gonna run into somebody when he get over here when he least expect, and then next thing you know, all his guards gonna drop like, and he gonna feel like a new person because he's never experienced what real love is about. And when he find the right Filipino, he gonna know. Let's go. Who we got?
Jan Smith, Martha Hayes, and that is the sweet thing about life. Who knows what tomorrow may bring?
That's right, man. You gotta live for the day. Tomorrow is not here yet. Yesterday is gone. So all we got is right now, baby. Live for the moment of now. Let's go. Right there. Who we got?
Marvin Hayes. Hello, sir. Anthony Liggins.
What's up, my brother?
Anthony Liggins, just living my best life here in Michigan, brother. Looking forward to getting back to the Philippines once they open up.
I mean, everybody wants to come to the Philippines, and the Philippines want you to come, but they don't want you to come right now. You gotta wait until everybody can wait the time. Let's go right there. Who we got?
Anthony Liggins. What's up, Gani? Happy Marie's birthday. Semper Fi.
Hey, oh, I'm sorry, y'all. I got to tell y'all, happy Veterans Day. This is Veterans Day in the Philippines, but tomorrow's the 11th. Tomorrow will be at 12 o'clock. It'll be 11th.
Happy Veterans Day.
November 11th is Veterans Day in the United States of doggone America. So all my veterans, all my fellow veterans, happy Veterans Day. Sometimes I would use a veteran's story or a veteran's topic, but I decided against that. I got too much stuff going on. You know what, man? Veterans to be celebrated every day, not just one day of the year, because they're defenders of our nation. They put their lives on the line, and they should be celebrated. Okay? So happy Veterans Day to all my veterans out there now. Let's go, Ryan Train. Who we got?
Marvin Hayes. Amen, brothers. Preach it.
I hear you, man.
Terry Fleming, you know, with all my relationship and breakups, I worried more about what other people would think than I did the loss itself.
In fact, yeah, that tells me that you didn't really care for that person. You could take her or leave her. It didn't matter. That person didn't matter to you. It was about what mattered to you is what other people thought. Okay, so you're driven by what other people think of you more than what you think of that other person you're dealing with. You know, it's okay, man. You're in a development process. Okay, and what I like about you, Jerry, is that you know where you are. Okay, you know, and you're not trying to play games with nobody. So when you get in a relationship, you tell them, this is how I am, man. I've never been really committed to anyone. I don't know what it's about. I don't know what I can't tell you because I've never experienced a committed relationship, and I've never experienced an intimate relationship as far as what true intimacy is. So I'm looking forward to developing those things in a relationship with you. Is that something you're looking forward to? That's how you do. That's how you do. You put your cards on the table, set your boundaries, let them know what you're looking for, and see what they look for, and then go from there. That's what we got.
Murphy Ace,
What's
happy
up?
Marine birthday, brothers!
Simplify. All my Marines, all my gyrees in the house said, hoorah. All my gyrees in the house said, hoorah. Let's go right there, BobbieD, one nation under. We got a donation to the nation. Thank you so much, Anthony Liggins, for donating to the nation. One nation under. He said, anybody know Jerome in the house?
Yes!
Jerome's in the house. Let's go. We got to do a damn for Jerome in the house. Round the train, BobbieD. One nation under. Let's go, Lee. You messed my time up.
Ladies and gentlemen, one of the original players from the Himalayas. Jerome's in the house. I said Jerome's in the house. Jerome's in the house. I said Jerome's in the house. Come on, girl, let's do the penguin.
Thanks so much, Anthony Liggins, for the donation to the nation. More blessings. What's up? Thanks so much, my brother. Right there, BobbieD, one nation.
Terry Fleming, Jerome is in the
Jerome in the house. Jerome in the house. Jerome in the house. Let's go right there. Who we got?
Jack Smith.
Jerome. Yeah, man. Jerome in the house. You know, I do all the voices. You know, I do all the voices, man. I gotta get some more. I do Fat Albert. I do I do a lot of voices. Man. Sometimes I do them good. Sometimes
They might don't know that I watch your voice.
y'all don't know that. Y'all don't know my boy. That's my boy. All the stuff you see that we play, I put a voice in it, you know, because I do a lot of voices. voice. You know what I'm saying? You know what I'm saying? I got it like they all saying. Let's go right there. Right there, Bobby.
Hey, Anthony Liga is here, bro. He was right. He was waiting on you.
I tell you, man. Let's get right there, Bobby. See One Nation.
Group Mark, BobbieD, human beings are not naturally giving or generous. Being generous is a gift from God. God natural.
Okay, human being. Okay, right. I told y'all at the top of the show. We're born in this world selfish. Most human beings are selfish. You know, God changed. Well, our hearts have changed, and when our hearts have changed, that's when we become living, giving, sharing. So yeah, that goes without saying, my brother from another mother. Roger, Bobby, who we got?
Group Mark, one of the gifts from God.
God. Hey, every good and perfect gift come from where? Come from who? The Most High God. That's what the Bible says. Roger, who we got?
Martha Hayes, that's why life is an action word show.
Yeah, show me, man. You say you love me all day, but where's the proof? Where's the action behind your words? Let's go, Roger. Who we got?
Jan Smith, yeah. Actions over words every time.
That's it, man.
Action speaks louder.
You judge persons by how they perform, how they act, how they behave. You say, well, you know, I love you, I love you, I love
And then he
you.
didn't show.
And you don't help them, you don't care about them, you don't come to see them. And you know, that's terrible. You're just talking loud and saying nothing. Let's go. Who we got?
Paul, what what you have done went too far today. Stream your dad messed you up.
Huh? What?
You went too far. Remember?
What the you done went too far.
What you have done.
I don't understand it. Stream your message up. Okay. Let's go, Roger. Who we got? Huh?
Martha Hayes, because you clicked the far down.
Oh, okay. I got it. Yeah, man. It wasn't StreamYard. That was me, man. I don't know what happened, man. I thought I was at the top, but I was down in the middle somewhere. Sorry about that, man. Y'all, I'm sorry. Y'all know. Y'all know what's going on. You know what I'm saying?
Can you imagine if Lisa D's not in here?
Jacked up. But I've had shows like that where you weren't here, and I did that too. But then somebody, Murphy or somebody said, you know, you started the wrong spot. But then I figured out. But thank goodness, man, Lisa D was here today. She showed me. You sit there wrong. All right, man. But you know, hey, look at me, man. Y'all know me, man. Sometimes I'm okay. I'm good. Next time I mess up. So y'all got to excuse me. Y'all got to excuse me. I'm on you. The Lord ain't finished with me yet. Okay, let's go.
Martha Hayes, yep, Sir Smith, that's right. Action is a word. If you can't show me, then you best turn around and start picking up and putting
them down. Feet don't fail me now. Let's go around and tell you about who we got.
I'm not afraid to talk to women. As a matter of fact, I'm pretty smooth. The problem is I don't know what love is.
Okay, so if you're not afraid to talk to women, then you need to learn what love is. In order to learn what love is, you have
Love
to
yourself first.
Yeah, that's exactly what I'm going to say. See, I told you we got it like that. She know on girls like, you got to love yourself. And that's what you mean, love myself. You got to have self-love. Love for yourself. It means you got to take care of you. Know what love is about. Give stuff to you. Improve yourself in various ways. And then that same way you treat yourself in a loving, kind, sharing, caring manner, you treat it extended to others.
And face to the mirror and ask yourself, am I okay now?
Yeah,
Do I look all right? Talk to yourself.
No, well, you know, you always have to look at yourself in the mirror and be true to yourself. You know what I'm saying? And I think the most important thing is to pray. I really do.
Yeah.
Talk to God. Say, look, I want to know what love is for the woman. I don't honestly can recall that I've ever experienced it, and I need you to help me find the right one, so I can say that I've experienced love. That I can be the man you want me to be with them. That's how you develop it, man. That's what I do. When I got an issue about something, and I know it's out of my hands, I can control it. I talk to the Most High God, and God usually hears my prayers and He answers. Or he'll tell me wait. I'll be waiting for Him to answer, and it take a while to get it, but I get it. Let's go. Who we got?
Martha Hayes, I used to run from girls, but But I realized I'm not gonna get anyone like that, so I stepped out and never looked back.
So I had to do it. I had to get the courage to talk because I was scared. I was scared of girls in high school and elementary, and then so I don't know where it came from, but I just started. Oh, I know. I ain't gonna tell you that, but I got the nerve to talk to this girl because I liked her so much, and one of my buddies said, "You just going to need to talk to her, man. You always talk about you. You want to meet her and none of it." She said, "If you don't do it, you ain't nothing but a punk." And when he said, I said, "I ain't no punk." He said, "Well, do what you going to do." The next day I talked to her. Let's go, Roger. Who we got?
Crook Mark, Billy, you don't want to mess with the Filipinos in the USA.
No, I mean, personally, I agree with that. I would stay away from them, but they like Americanos, the Americanized, and they'll get some real deal Philippine 100%. Let's go.
Crook Mark, they are too westernized.
Exactly. Ride train by Release One Nation.
Mark, way too materialistic also.
Exactly. Now, sometimes the ones that come from the Philippines and go where they live, sometimes they still have some more eastern side, but they get changed real quick. That's why I don't want to bring this ETC.
Let's go, my dear.
She don't want to go either. That's weird. Because I know if DCD go over there and live for about a year or two, she'd be just like the Western Island. I don't want to. But if she want to go, I'm not going to stop her progress. If she wants to go, we'll go. But I want to take her there just to visit her. If she wants to live, I'm gonna pray the Lord to take that out. Who we got? Right, check body, Lizzie, One Nation.
Anthony, living in straight man, I think love has its root in commitment, like you were saying earlier.
Yeah, it does. You have to have commitment to love, to really love somebody, man. You got to be committed to it. You got to give yourself, okay, everywhere, and develop some intimacy. Okay, let's go, Ryan. Who we got?
Perfect. Hey, I agree, sir. Crook Mark.
Hey, man, I hate.
Crook Mark, I tried to get to know a few Filipinas out in California, but they were about money.
Good bar. I had when I was looking for a Philippine, I did meet someone online that were in fact, California again. And I talked to them for a little bit, and they were materialistic. They wanted stuff in life. And when I started realizing they was like a regular American woman, I let that go. So yeah, when you find out a Filipino in USA, usually they want to treat you like you in USA. They don't have the attributes or the characteristics of a 100% legit Filipino in the Philippines. Let's go.
Crook Mark, and some are like that in the Philippines, but it was the total demeanor and attitude that turned me off.
Right. Right, train, Bobby Lazy in One Nation.
Perfect. Hayes, I feel that finding someone on a dating, but run into her while riding a train.
Okay, so we failed at finding someone online dating, but ran into her while riding trains. Oh, I know you're talking about.
We got you.
I got your Marvin. You were riding a train, y'all get that? You said he was riding a train. You found him. Let's go, Roger.
Mr. Terry also got finding our love train.
They got to ride a train first. We don't have too many women riding a train. We got to get some more women on the train. Let's go ride a train. Who we got?
Crook Mark, I'm sure there are some like that in the Philippines, but the ones in California have a USA attitude and holy demeanor.
Yeah, there's some good ones in the USA as well, but the ones I talked to, it was just like Americanized women. So I was like, you know what I'm saying? There's a big difference between a Filipino, 100% legit, and American Filipino. They call them Filipino American. It's a big difference. They just like Americans. They still have some Filipino blood, but they don't act like it. Let's go. Who we got?
Jan Smith, I am not sure if Filipinas in London are also materialistic as in the USA. I know one young Filipino married to a young black man, and the parents are so happy.
Okay. That might be all right. I don't know. Sometimes.
Not all.
No, it's not all. Sometimes you can bring Filipinos over there and they do well. I know some people like that. I have several subscribers like that They married a Filipino. Like, hey, James, you remember Jeb Jam Raw?
Yeah.
He married this Filipino. He came over there, got her. He married her. He took over the U.S. and lived in Alabama. And they've got two beautiful girls, have a nice family, beautiful house. They live fine. So it does work out. You know, when Filipino move over there and live, it can be okay. It can be great. You know, but so it just depends on the person. Ryan Train, Bobby Nisi, One Nation.
Murphy Hayes, once the Filipina leaves the Philippines, she becomes like those.
Usually, because that's what happens to
They
everybody.
adapt the culture.
Like, yeah, they adopted very good. You see, they adopted the culture. Just like if you were living
Got
in
one point.
if you were living in the United States South, right, and you went up to the north, I remember this real well. I had my aunties and stuff. They would live in Charleston, I lived right, and then go up north to work, right, get a job. 6 months, a year later, they come back home. They talking like New Yorkers. I thought, where you get the accent from? I just be mean. They had our Charleston accent when they left, right? They go up there, they come back talking like New York people. So yeah, you identify with the new culture and you acclimate to the new culture. So that's what they do. Roger, who we got?
Murphy Hayes, in other words, she adapts to other cultures.
There you go. Roger, Bobby Nisi, One Nation.
Good Mark, I think we must never think hard about the past. It brings tears. Don't think more about the future. It brings fears. Live this moment with a smile. It brings cheers.
There you go. I think it's important that we not dwell on the past as well. We should not dwell on the past. Okay? We have to learn from the past. Remember the mistakes and the stuff that you did wrong so you won't repeat the past mistakes. That's what we need to remember from the past. But we cannot afford to dwell on the past. Because when we dwell on the past, we have a tendency to do what? Live in the past. If you never get out of the past, you will never experience this moment now, and you'll never have hope for tomorrow. Let's go right there. Who we got?
Anthony Liggins, That's Some Words to Live by Kumar.
That's it, man. You got it.
Robert Lee, Bobby and Lisa gave us the best bank in the Philippines or your suggestion.
Okay, I got 2 banks for you. First of all, I would suggest you go to Bankrupt the Philippines or BPI. We have an account with them. We've had an account with them for years since I got here. They're a good bank. They're a national bank. And they have a lot of locations all over. They're international as well. They have locations in the U.S. and New York. The second bank out here that we have an account with, we have 3 accounts with banks at. The second bank is BDO. They're just like BPI. They're big international banks all over. And there are 2 major banks out here. And then we also have a banking account with Metro Bank. That's a smaller bank. But you should get, if I was you, I would get an account with a larger bank because you have international transfer capability with the larger bank. Some of the smaller banks out here don't have that. So I would choose BDO or BPI. We have an account with both. The one I like the best is BDO. Okay, that's me. That's just me. But I like BDO. You know, they do me good. And
They find ways.
yeah, he said that's their slogan. We find with it. They find that's what we got our home on with for our house. The other one would turn us down, all kind of crazy stuff. And then we got the BDO. Said, sure, we got you. And they did our number. So I love BDO. Right train, who we got?
Jan Smith, he said, it would be a shame if Lisa D. ever became Western.
Yeah, and that's because she been, I know, one of her beauties and one of her charms is that she has a Filipino attitude. And to change that would be a tragedy. Yeah. Let's go. Who we got?
That's it.
That's it. All right, guys. It's been real.
Real.
We got to go. Lisa.
Thank you, guys, for the donation that you've given us, Tara Fleming and Sir Anthony Liggins. Thank you so much. More blessings.
Much love.
Much love.
Thanks so much, guys.
And thank you, guys, for joining us. Remember to like, share, and subscribe. Chichi.
Bye, y'all.
Bye, y'all. Our Facebook fan page is called The Philippines Connection. Please like the page, and you can also follow us on Instagram at BobbieD Life in the Philippines. Look at the video description for video information. If you are viewing the live stream as a recorded replay, allow the ads to run during the video. And we have a free Android app on Google Play Store called Philippines Expat Lifestyle. Download and enjoy our videos without going through the YouTube app. And if you're a veteran,
You can call 1-800-827-1000. Call this for better information of January 2020. all veterans with a VA card will have access benefits. And ladies and gentlemen, this is Veterans Day. I want to say happy Veterans to you.
Happy Veterans Day!
Happy
Semper
Veterans
Fi.
Day. And also, we have merchandise available for purchase. Check them out at https://BobbieD.com. Also, guys, I want to say this. If you see on the community tab, I'm thinking I'm gonna make some changes to that. I'm not getting enough responses on the community tab like I want to. I'm gonna need y'all to pick it up. I need likes, I need views on the community tab. Okay, more than what I'm getting. I spend a lot of time gathering the information and posts to put there for your viewing experience and pleasure, and help you think about things and give you life tips about health, all kinds of weird stuff. But you got to show me you appreciate it. But if you don't, I will pull it out, and I will only do it for the members, the paying members. So if you like the community tab, show it. Also, when I put a notice in the tab that this video needs some likes and views, I need you to hit it and get it. Okay? That's what it's about, helping each other move up in life, hit it and get it. If I put a video out there and say, I need some likes, I need some views, do it. Okay? Click on it and let the video run.
Please.
All right? Let's go.
And we have more comments.
All right.
John Smith, all the best guys. Thank you so much, John.
Thank you so much, John. Appreciate it, man.
Robert Lee, agree, Chan. No westernization for his DPs.
No, don't do it. Don't do it. All right, guys. It's been real. It's been real. It's been real. We got to go. We got to go. We got to go. This is BobbieD.
And the two Queen Lisa D.
Say take care
God bless.
and
Peace.